Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Muhammad Safwan bin Bashir from Degree in Islamic Studies. Today, we'll be presenting about business and social risk management. In every business, risk is something that we cannot avoid, whether it's financial, operational, or social. Managing this risk is not just about protecting profit, but also about maintaining trust and reputation in society. In today's business world, companies are not only expected to perform well financially, but also to behave responsibly towards their employees, customers, and the community. So, effective risk management means balancing both, achieving business goals while reducing negative impacts on people and the environment. Okay, we'll present 5 subtopics. And number 1 is business, operation, and social environment. Number 2, entrepreneurial innovation. Number 3, social entrepreneurship risk management. Number 4, financial risk in social enterprises. And number 5, sustainability strategies in business risk management. For the first topic, I will present about financial risk and social management. Number 1, challenge depends on organizational stage. According to Heinz 2016, the challenges faced by social enterprises depend on their stage of development and whether the issues come from inside or outside the organization. From inside, they have internal challenges. Internally, many social enterprises struggle with limited financial resources, a lack of skilled workers, and weak operational structures that make it hard for them to grow. And for external challenge, externally they face strong market competition, limited government support, and a lack of public understanding about what social enterprises really do. Okay, the impact of this challenge, all these problems reduce their ability to create sustainable social impact and also threaten their long-term financial stability. Okay, now I will present the solution of this problem. Number 1, knowledge-based decision making. Decision rely on factual and practical knowledge. As mentioned by Marshall and Ritchie, 1993, when organizations make decision about risk, they use two types of knowledge. One is the facts, and the other is knowing how the system works. This combination helps social enterprises understand and manage risk more effectively. And number 2 is understanding internal system. They must analyze how their internal structure, operation, and resources function so they can identify weakness early and make improvement when necessary. And then use experience, education, and market data. Social enterprises should learn from the past experiences, apply knowledge gained through education, and use market information to make more informed and confident decisions. And the number 4, knowledge-based approach to reduce risk. This approach helps overcome internal issues such as limited funding or lack of skill, while also preparing them to handle external risks like market competition or public misunderstanding. And the last one is build learning system for sustainability. Lastly, by creating a culture of continuous learning, social enterprise can strengthen their resilience, adapt to challenge, and ensure long-term sustainability. Okay, for the next subtopic, I will pass to my friends. Thank you.
Bismillah, my name is Aisyah Afifatul Setiawan. I am student Bachelor of Islamic Studies. My number matric 12511032231. So right now I will explain you about business operation and social environment. Just to clarify, definition of business operation is, according to Heiser and Render, operation are activities that relate to the creation of goods and services through the transformation of inputs into outputs. According to Stevenson, Operations management is the management of system or processes that create goods and or provide services. Basically, business operation refer to activities that business engage in on a daily basis to increase the value of the enterprise and earn profit. The purposes of business operation is that business can run smooth, profitably, and sustainably. So I take an example from business technology, which is service website maker. First input, client data and needs, software, IT teams, computers, process transformation, design, programming, testing, and revision process, and output website that function according to client requests. So next, social environment. According to Griffin and Poste International Business, a managerial perspective, the social environment includes the cultural patterns, values, beliefs, and behavior that influence how people in a society interact with organizations. For the example, society environment, work environment, and school environment. So the connection between social environment and business operational social environment determines how companies adapt their strategies, ethics, and communication to align with the culture and values of the local community. Next, problem and solution, business operational and social environment. I will give one example of the case that relate to business operation and social environment. Companies that don't care about the environment can damage for the nature. So what the consequence if the companies not adapt with social environment? First, conflict with the surrounding community. Second, products are rejected because they do not fit in the culture or values of society. And last, environmental damage. Inadequate understanding of social dynamics can result in poor market. So, what the solutions? Companies must comply with environmental regulations and protect the surrounding environment. Aligning business strategies with the social goals creates shared value benefiting both society and company's performance. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ayash Fikri Abdullah. Today, in this video, I will present about my subtopic that is entrepreneurial innovation. First of all, let's say about the definition. There are many views about the definition from famous figures. First is from Joseph Schumpeter. Joseph Schumpeter describes innovation as creative destruction that continually revolutionizes the economic structure through improvements in processes, products, or market distribution. And then Stephen Robin says that defines innovation as a new idea implemented to start or improve a product, process, or service. And then from Peter Drucker, he said innovation is emphasizing innovation is not just new discoveries, but the transformation of ideas into value by bringing about significant changes in products, services, processes, or business models. So, in simple terms, innovation in entrepreneurship is the process of creating something new or improving something that already exists in order to add to provide added value for customers, the market, or business operation. Innovation does not only mean creating a new product, but it can also include improving production methods, business models, marketing strategies, customer service, or utilizing technology to make the business more effective and competitive. In today's modern context, innovation does not always have to be complex or expensive. For example, designing more attractive packaging, enabling online ordering systems, delivering faster services, or offering product variations that meet customer needs. All of these are forms of innovation. So we go to slide 2. Slide 2 is says about aspects of entrepreneurial innovation. These are the aspects of entrepreneurial innovation which are usually innovated. First is product or service innovation. The first aspect is product or service innovation. This focuses on creating new products or improving the quality of existing ones. A clear example is Starbucks, which adapts its menu to local cultural preferences in different countries, showing that innovation is not only about the product itself, but also about cultural relevance. And number two is operational or production process innovation. The second aspect is process innovation. This relates to how a business operates or produces goods more efficiently. A strong example is Toyota just-in-time system, which successfully minimizes waste and optimizes production flow. Number three is business model or revenue innovation, meaning how a business generates revenue. Netflix is a great example. It shifted from DVD rentals to a digital subscription model. Spotify also applies the freemium model, where users can access basic features for free while premium features are paid. Number four is innovation on marketing and customer experience innovation. This focuses on how companies attract and retain customers in more effective ways. Today, we see many companies using artificial intelligence for personalized recommendation and utilizing platforms like TikTok Shop for interactive real-time selling for marketing. And number five is innovation in management and human resource. Modern companies like Google foster innovation by giving employees dedicated time to experiment and generate new ideas, creating a culture that encourages creativity and continuous improvement. And number six is distribution or supply chain innovation. For example, Amazon used real-time logistics and AI to guarantee one-day delivery. Meanwhile, many small businesses now adopt dropshipping and digital logistics to reach wider markets without holding inventory. Number seven is sustainability or ESG innovation, also known as ESG, which stands for environmental, social, and governance. A strong example is Patagonia, which offers product repair services to reduce waste, proving that sustainability can also become a strong competitive advantage. And the last slide is talking about problem and solutions on entrepreneurial innovation. One of the problems in entrepreneurial innovation is problem in regulations and politics, which usually happens in developing countries. In many developing nations, unclear regulations, slow bureaucratic process, and inconsistent policy changes often discourage entrepreneurs from turning innovative ideas into real business ventures. For example, according to a report by the World Bank, many startups in Southeast Asia face delays of more than 30 to 45 days just to obtain basic business permits. This is caused by weak infrastructure support, limited access to funding, and poor innovation policies, which directly slow down innovation and discourage new entrepreneurs. This situation clearly represents the problem. Now we talk about the solution. Now, in order to face this challenge, entrepreneurs themselves must show high adaptability. They need to be creative, flexible, and willing to take calculated risks in navigating weak institutional systems and limited regulatory support. This is the first level of solution, coming from entrepreneurs' own capability. However, the second and most important solution must come from policymakers. Government institutions should strengthen the regulatory frameworks, provide faster licensing process, and offer target training, mentorship, and access to capital. These kinds of programs will empower entrepreneurs to innovate and can also contribute to national economic growth. I think that's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Now I will present about social entrepreneurship risk management. Social entrepreneurship risk management means identifying and addressing risks to balance two main goals, which is achieving social impact and maintaining financial sustainability. Unlike normal businesses, social enterprise must manage not only business risk but also unique social challenges such as mission drift, limited funding, and complex working environment. Now I will present about type of risk in social entrepreneurship. First, we have financial risk. Social enterprise often depend on grants, donation, or impact investment. This can lead to unstable cash flow. If funding is reduced or delayed, it becomes hard for the organization to continue operation or achieve its social goal. Next is operational risk. This involves the daily running of the organization, such as managing staff, logistics, and service delivery. In underdeveloped areas, poor road, power outage, and limited access to technology can disrupt operation. Third is impact risk. This happens when a social enterprise fails to achieve its intent, social outcomes, or drift away from its mission. Next is reputational risk. If a social enterprise misuse fund, fails to deliver result, or behave unethically, it can lose public trust. Once reputation is damaged, it's very difficult to rebuild, and this could cause a loss of donors or community support. Finally, regulatory and legal risk. If a social enterprise fails to comply with laws such as tax or licensing requirement, it could face penalties or even shut down. Now, let's move on to the next slide. Key aspect of managing risk. To manage risk effectively, social enterprise usually follow 5 important steps. The first step is risk identification. This means identifying all possible risks that could affect the organization, whether financial, operational, or social. Social entrepreneur should observe the environment, study market trends, and talk to stakeholders to find out what problem might occur before they become serious. The second step is risk assessment. After identifying the risk, the next step is to analyze how likely each risk is to happen and how serious its impact could be. This helps the organization to prioritize which risks need immediate attention and which ones can be monitored over time. The third step is risk mitigation. This means developing strategies to reduce or manage the risks that have been identified. For example, creating a backup funding plan, training staff, or improving internal system can help minimize potential problems. The fourth step is innovation. Social enterprise should use creativity, new ideas, and technology to adapt to challenge. For example, they can use digital platform for fundraising or develop new product that both generate income and serve their social mission. Innovation help organization stay resilient in changing environment. Finally, is monitoring. Risk management is an ongoing process, not a one-time task. Organizations must continuously monitor, review, and update their risk management strategies to make sure they remain effective. Regular evaluation helps detect new risks early and ensures that the organization stays strong and sustainability.
My name is Muhammad Rizky Hassan. My number metric is 125-210-3090. Today, I will be presenting about sustainability strategies in business risk management, which focuses on how businesses manage risk in global supply chain took sustainable and resilient approaches. First is definition of sustainability strategies. Commission Brundtland in 1987 said development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. And Jatner and McClellan in 2011 said to address sustainability risks and global uncertainty in supply chains, businesses must develop adaptive capabilities that enhance flexibility, speed, feasibility, and collaboration. Next, key issues in the supply chains. discuss geographic distance, cost increase, transportation, inventory volume, and production lead time. Long distance supply chains require more transportation and larger inventories, which significantly contribute to energy consumption and environmental pollution. And next, social, political, and health risks. Risks caused by cultural difference, working environment, political instability, health risks, and frequent regulatory change. Apart from environmental concerns, companies must also deal with risks related to culture, political instability, health issues such as pandemics, and frequently changing regulation. Next, strategy response. Discuss required adaptive capacity. Focus on flexibility, speed of response, feasibility, and collaboration. To face global uncertainties, companies must build adaptive capabilities by enhancing flexibility, response speed, feasibility across the supply chain, and multi-stakeholder collaboration. And the next solution is sustainability risk mitigation. In-depth understanding of environmental risks and mitigation strategies. Improving sustainability first, environmental, social, and economic. A deep understanding of environmental risks and appropriate mitigation strategies is essential to enhancing sustainability across environmental, social, and economic dimensions. Next, example case. Geographic distance increase in transportation, inventory volume, and lead time in the supply chain, giving rise to environmental risks such as excessive energy consumption and pollution. And the solution is to address supply chain sustainability risks and global uncertainty, as it is a necessary adaptive capacity aimed at flexibility, speed, feasibility, and collaboration. And the second solution is a comprehensive understanding of potential environmental sustainability resilience risks, along with appropriate risk mitigation strategies, is an essential prerequisite for better environmental, social, and economic sustainability. And the next part is conclusion. To sum up, managing both business and social risks is essential for companies operating in an increasingly complex and interconnected world. While financial performance is important, business must also consider the social environment in which they operate. By developing comprehensive strategies that address economic, environmental, and social risks, organizations can improve their adaptability, ensure operational continuity, and maintain strong relationships with stakeholders. Maybe that all my presentation. Thanks for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.